This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Tonight it's on to week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store. As it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Green Bay Packers. A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in week 4. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Off play action. Here's Hooker. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Ready.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Love. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. But now it's 3rd down. You talk about this Lions defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against, currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1, looking for a big game today.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Go red. Slide blue. Striker, 3-3. Ready.
Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Lions will take over.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Taken down at the 42. Those defense for the Packers, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run. But they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Hooker. He's airing it out for Williams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. Jamison Williams. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Lions lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
A short throw to Musgrave.
Broke a tackle, but not much room there. Just up past the 25, no further.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. You talk about this Lions defense.
They played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
This defense has a lot to be proud of coming off of the game they played last week. When you only give up 14 points in a game, not only do you give your team a chance to win, you fully expect to win because you figure your offense is going to score more than that.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Hooker's going to throw it. Pass complete downfield. It's Raymond.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
1st down, Lions.
Let's go.
Hooker wants to change the look. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Okay,
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Go, three.
Now Hooker. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Making that play on the pass rush, that's Devontae Wyatt.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively, not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one good for 21 yards. And just like that, it's 3rd down. For a running back, that's kind of depressing, right? You get all that yardage, but still no 1st down.
Well, it was a mile, maybe a mile and a half to the 1st down mark.
Yeah.
So he did all he could to get there. A little disappointing at the end, but boy, they gave it a great effort, didn't they? Gotta give a little respect for that, don't you?
And he really helped his yards per carry average, that's for sure.
Yeah, quietly, they'll take that.
Patterson's kick is good. And that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Down.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Fighting through it, he's got space. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down. And
touchdown, Packers! Tyreek Hill, 47 yards. And the Packers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Carlson's extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Lions take over 1st and 10. At their own 19.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
70 Lions. Bronco switch. Bronco switch.
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. After one, 17-7 is our score. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Cowboy 80. Let's go. Ready.
They'll go again with Gibbs. Takes it to about the 37.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
Fix the Eagles. Fix the Eagles. Go.
Gibbs straight ahead.
Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
64 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Ready.
Hooker on first down. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Hey. Warrior 70. Rig alert. Rig alert. Check.
Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Come on.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Hooker, he's going to move him around a little bit here.
Hey, smash Bronco!
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Ready?
They'll come up now, 3rd and 9.
60 Bison.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Jack Fox now gets set to punt.
Back deep is Tyreek Hill.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
Here we go, set.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got me pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Love now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have the Packers 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. The Packers hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
2nd and 10. To throw now. Here's Love. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell on now to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is brought in at the 21. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. And off to Gibbs, headed right here. 77 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions are able to add on to that lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 10.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Ready.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Love. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready, ready.
Now 3rd down and very long.
Jet, jet.
Love looking to throw it. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10.
70 Timberwolves. Go.
Hooker to throw on 1st and 10. Open man is Raymond. He's got it.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready, set.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Ready.
Throwing. Hooker.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Hooker. He's got it complete to Gibbs.
And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Patterson's kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So this lead, Charles, just continuing to swell here in the first half.
Well, it's interesting. When we talked to them prior to the game, they told us that their game plan was take no prisoners, and they've lived up to it so far because everything has worked. No guarantee that'll continue. But all in all, this coaching staff's got to be very pleased by what they've seen.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Riley Patterson, the kickoff for the Lions.
The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive,
right?
But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
On the set.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Black Ultra. Set. Go.
Love from the gun.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Will Harris.
And the Lions will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hey, check that, check that. Hurt.
In motion goes Raymond. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he's got some space here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Ready. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Big Lion. Let's go.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Second and 9 from the 44. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hit 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
They find some open field here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 105 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Another run for Gibbs here. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. Fights loose. He's still barreling through. Still on his feet. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
A 2nd down throw for Love. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spend a lot of extra time on.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And the Lions are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
At their own 46-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And the Lions first down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A give, right side for Gibbs. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 151 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues. Hooker now on 1st down. Open man, and he's got Williams.